Hello fellow modelers and styling fanatics, welcome back to my channel. I hope that everyone is doing fine and enjoys the hobby. Concrete Banger is back with another one of its notorious episodes. In today's episode we are doing a mail call for a fellow friend, modeler and YouTuber, and we are also finalizing our build for the body build with Ozzy, which is none other than the Panzer Kpfw from Border Models in 1 to 35th scale and kit number BT-005. But before I proceed with that, I wanna do a mail call. As I said, I wanna thank a fellow friend that surprised me with a mail. He sent me some stickers. There they are. It is none other than John Charrock. I'm gonna leave a link to my description for his channel below. You're gonna find two links in total. One is John. He's a guy from England. He builds military kits. He is also the guy that provided me the Panzer. So please guys go and check him out. And the second link of course will be for Ozzy, the guy that we are doing the Panzer body build together. So please go and check those two guys out, guys. They are worth your while. Now to proceed with our main attraction, as I've said, I almost finalized the Panzer Kpfw. There are a few bits and bobs left to do, but this will be done as I proceed with the Dio base. So we are as close as we can get to the final product. So you guys know the drill. Crack the mandatory cold one, grab a seat, make yourselves comfortable, and let's see what me and Past George have in stock for this episode. So guys, welcome back to what it looks like part 7 for our Panzer Kpfw body build with Ozzy. And just to make a quick recap, we have in the previous episode we have painted the lower hull, weathered it quite a bit, did some battle damage like the one depicted on the photo. We have also installed the tracks, and I have left you guys on a cliffhanger. That cliffhanger was about the camo scheme of the vehicle. As I've said, I have several photos from a book that state that this vehicle was in a 3-tone camo scheme together with Zimmerit. But the picture that I have on hand to replicate shows no evidence of the 3-tone camo scheme, neither the Zimmerit. So, after quite some debating with myself, I opted to go with a simple dark yellow camo scheme. And I've made it. I've took this decision for two reasons. One and foremost, this is the camo scheme that it is closer to the picture, and the second one is that if you've been in my channel for quite a while, you must have realized that almost every German vehicle from the World War II I made is on the classic 3-tone camo scheme pattern. I rarely do something else, and this time I wanna do something else. I wanna do the simple dark yellow camo scheme because I want to have something different in myself, you know. So this is the camo scheme we're gonna roll, and when we're gonna start from now, you may ask, since the vehicle is already primed and the lower hull is already ready, I am gonna base coat the rest of it with dark yellow. and when and while I do that, I will also work on the side fenders of the vehicle, you know, the side armor panels of the vehicle as well. So let me see what I'm gonna exactly do off camera. Let me tackle both of these things, and I'm gonna be back to tell you exactly what we have done. So guys, base coat applied, and as I was waiting for the turret to dry, well, I am still waiting, I also attached the side armor panels. But before I talk about this, I wanna talk about something else. So today a guy commented in one of my videos for this series, for the Panzer series, and he stated that the commander's cupola is positioned wrongly. And I want to thank him for that, because I didn't realize it at the time. Anyway, I broke it loose and positioned it correctly. Now, if he's still out there and he's watching this video as well, I just want to point something out to him. First thing that I want to point to him, and I'm not gonna say any names at all, is, my friend, when you comment on a video and you state that something is wrong, please tell us the right way to do it. I don't have a problem with constructive criticism at all. You're all welcome to do it, guys. But if you do it, point me to the right direction. Just don't tell me that, hey dude, this is wrong, and leave me on a cliffhanger. Now you're gonna tell me, are you lazy? Are you lazy and you don't want to find out the right way? Well, I'm gonna tell you, maybe I am, but since you know that this is wrong, you know the right thing. So take the extra 30 seconds from your life and explain me what's the right thing. So that is that. Second thing that I wanna tell him, my friend, you don't have to be prick with the other guys that comment the video and ask about if they are modelers. Apparently they are, but maybe some of them didn't see it, you know, didn't take the time to watch closely. So you don't need to be a prick you don't need to be prick to other guys that you don't know. I know keyboard is safety. You can hide behind a name, you know, an internet name, but you don't have to be a prick. Period. So, before I close this small section, I just want you guys to know that I can't take constructive criticism, and you are welcome to do it. But please, guys, if you do it politely, and if you state a mistake, if you point a mistake, please help me to get to the right way, to get it to correct it. Just point me to the right way. That's it. Period. Closed. Once again, thank you. I want to thank this guy, because even though he was a prick, he helped me to correct my mistake. He helped me. He just pointed out. Okay? I found it out myself. I found it out through conversation with other guys. So I kinda thank him. Okay? Mainly guys that helped me, thank you. So if anyone builds this kit and follows the series closely, please don't do the same mistake that as I, and this is the right way to attach the commander's cupola. The hatch has to be on the side. That's the view from the front, so you guys know what I mean. Now, on to our topic. So, I have base coated everything with Dunkelgelb, dark yellow. That's my color of choice. Vallejo Modeler 71025. 2 thin coats on every spot of the model, and now I am at the point that I am going to do some detail painting. I have already started with the spare tracks over here in front, the coaxial machine gun. I'm gonna continue with this machine gun as well. Indicator lights over here, brake lights over here at the rear, and etc. Also, except while I am gonna detail paint those, I am going to depict some damage to the PE side fenders, and I want to talk about them a little bit first. Some of you guys may ask me why I haven't primed them yet, and you may also ask me why they are sanded. Okay, first things first, I tend to sand big pieces of photo edge parts like this, so I can help the primer and paint adhere a little bit better. If a surface is rough, primer will adhere better. So that's that. Please guys, sand your big PE parts. Apart that, why I haven't primed them yet? I haven't primed them yet because I wanna bend some of them, and if those parts were primed, while I was trying to bend them, the primer would peel off, would chip. So I don't wanna do that. I wanna bend them first, and I'm gonna prime them later, so the primer will stay on the surface. I am also debating of removing some of these side armor panels completely, but this is a thing that I will need to think about. I'm gonna definitely bend some of them, mainly over here at the front where the whole mudguard is missing, and maybe the other one over here in the back. Now let me decide what exactly I'm gonna do with them. So guys, another part of the video is ready. I have removed the side armor panels, as you can see. I have damaged them before I removed them, and right now they are plugged in some toothpicks, and they are primed and ready, and I'm waiting for them to completely dry. So while I am waiting for them to dry completely, I did something that I don't usually do. I grabbed the Tamiya panel liner, the black variant, and for reasons unknown to me, up until one point, I did a smudge wash. I covered everything in panel liner haphazardly and started and let it dry over there, and then when it dried, I just started cleaning things up and moving the majority of the pigment whenever I think that it would accumulate. Now, you may ask me why exactly I did a smudge wash and I didn't do it, carefully, just on the recesses and stuff like that. I wanted to tone down the color a bit. So smudge wash helped me to do that, and I wanted to experiment. I haven't done the same. I haven't done something similar up until now, so I said, "Oh fuck it, let's try it." So here it is. Here is how it looks. It needs a little bit cleanup, a little bit more cleanup here and there, but I am I am kind of happy with it. Okay. It's not a perfect thing or totally clean and efficient way to do it, to panel line a vehicle, but it is good enough. And it gives you a quite, interesting and impressive look, if I might say. Now, what my next course of action will be. Of course, this is not the only wash that is going to go on top of the Panzer. But I will need to do a couple of things in between washes so I can integrate stuff better. But let me explain it better. What I am planning to do right now is to add the decals, and I'm gonna explain you later my choice of decals. So I'm gonna add the decals. Then I am going also to do some slight chipping here and there, mainly edges, hard edges around the hatches and places where the crew operates a bit. I'm not gonna go overboard, of course. I'm just gonna do two or three chips, nothing major. This is not a rust bucket. And then after the chipping and the decal application, I am going to give it another wash, this time with a dark brown, a little bit a bit more careful than the smudge wash that I gave it with the panel liner. And we are gonna be back to tell you exactly how this worked out for me, how this experiment worked out. So I can remember what I have exactly said for decals and markings in my previous part of the video, but that's no problem. That's why editing is there, so I can save that. I can scrap what I've said. So here is what I've done, which is the only thing that matters. As you know, I wanted to replicate the vehicle on the photo. Vehicle on the photo is Panzer with a number 813, as you can see. What the problem was? The problem was that I had no, I didn't have numbers for this vehicle, for the 813. 813 also has a series of numbers over here at the front plate, and it has also a small square mark over here, but I cannot find exactly what the mark is and its numbers, which is no problem by me, if you ask me, since I am not exactly replicating this photo to the bone. I mean, I'm not replicating this photo to every detail, because I have deviated from it a long time ago. Anyway, so my main problem was that I didn't have the numbers and in decal paper. So the only option for me was to hand paint them. Although I could do a better job, I could trace the exact font of letters on a masking tape and put the masking tape on top of the places where I needed to paint. I will be honest with you guys. I was lazy. Okay? That's the only truth. Because replicating the font of the letters onto a masking tape, put the masking tape over here, and then painting it was a little bit of pain in the, if you ask me. And I don't have the patience to do that at this moment in time. So I hand painted it. I hand painted every side. So 813 over here, 813 over here, and 813 at the back. Back was the most difficult part for me, if you ask me. I erased and repainted the numbers about at least 10 times. But anyway, I have managed to do kinda proper, a kinda good type of markings, so it stays like that. The only thing I have used from the decal sheet was the two iron crosses. It's one over here and one on the other side, and that's the only two decals I have used from the decal sheet. So we have the markings ready. I know I could have done a better job, but you guys know. We cannot be perfect. We cannot be always perfect. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. Next up, we have chipping, and then another layer of wash. So guys, chipping is done, and I don't believe that you will be able to see it. My camera is not so good, and the chipping is minimal, but I'm gonna try. You can have a glimpse of it. Let me grab a pointer over here, for example, and on top of the armor plate located on the turret. So what I've done mainly, I chipped in strategic position hard edges all around the armor plating, because it is a hard edge, mainly here at the turret lid and around hatches. Apart that, I have also glued the driver's hatch closed, because it is closed on the photo that I have, because the tank is driving down the road. And I have also used dark brown wash in strategic places. Except the dark brown wash, I have also given the vehicle some grime streaks here, and let me see where else. Here, it's a slight effect. I didn't wanna go overboard, and over here at the front I just give it a few, just to add some interest. Apart that, I have also worked on the exhaust system, and believe me guys, camera does not do it justice. So what exactly I have done on the exhaust to make it look like this? Let's put something to stabilize it over there. So what I have done in the exhaust was a simple matter for me this time. I don't know why. Probably I have I worked with it with a clear mind on it. So dark yellow base coating. I then diluted enough color of enough light rust color with water, gave it a kind of wash, 2 coats of this wash. Then I grabbed once again light rust and dark rust with in a sponge. I gave it some sponge chipping, another layer of light rust on top, and to top it all off, Tamiya panel liner black and cleanup. And this is the results, and I am pretty happy, I have to say. I think that it is pretty convincing. I'm really sorry about the glare, guys. Here is a really good angle of it, and I am really, as I've said, I am really happy. I couldn't be happier with an exhaust system, so I consider this a huge success. Now, since I have done the chipping, I have done all my washes, etc., etc. What is my next course of action? My next course of action, of course, will be detail painting. And when I say detail painting, I talk about the Pioneer tools and accessories of the vehicle. I'm gonna start assembling them. Sorry, and I'm gonna glue each one of them in its respective position. And probably we're gonna call it done for the time being. So guys, all the tools and accessories, almost all the accessories, to be honest with you, are on the Panzer. And here is a closer look, as close as I can. Here you can see the jack, axe, the handle that cranks the engine, that starts the engine. We have a shovel over here, some kind of a spanner here, and on the other side we have the jack blocks, spanners, fire extinguisher, C-hooks, gun cleaning rods, and 2 types of crowbars, one over here and one over here at the rear. Finally, we have the 3 spare tracks over here at the rear, and I am missing 2 key components. I am missing the spare wheels over here, which I'm debating if I am going to attach, and of course I am missing the spare tracks over here, which I am going to add in the future. Apart those, I have done some extra detail painting here and there, mainly stuff you won't be able to see. I have done some extra streaks, grime streaks, etc. And that's about it for the time being. The Panzer is almost complete. Now we can move on to the diorama. The only things that I need to do on the tank, to be honest with you, is to add the side armor, the spare tracks that used as additional armor over here at the front, some more mud everywhere, and the figures, but these are going to be added as I proceed with the diorama creation. So for the time being, this is it, guys, and I hope that you have enjoyed the build so far. Now, with all that said and done, we have made it to the end of this episode. On our next episode, we will probably start with the diorama based creation. I hope that you guys found this video helpful and interesting, and stick along for the next one. Before I go, I want to thank each and every one of you guys that watched this video. A special thank you to my old and new subscribers. You guys are the best, and you are the reason I keep doing these videos. For the newcomers out there that encounter one of my videos for the first time, welcome, guys. I hope that you like what I do. If so, you all know what to do. Leave a like, comment with your thoughts and opinions, share the video if you believe it deserves to be shared, or even consider subscribing for more builds to come your way. Until the next time, fellow modelers and friends, take care and model on. It was that mofo Damon, signing out.